Hello, fourth graders. This is Mr. A again, and we are reviewing a scale and we are measuring in angles in this video. So remember, fourth graders, that any angle is made of three things. It's made of an endpoint or a vertex, and it's made of two rays or two segments, line segments, okay? And when we're referring to angle, the angle is the distance between them. It's the distance between the two rays or two um, line segments, okay? So we can measure this angle or that angle, okay? So angles are measured in degrees. They're measured in degrees. And uh, we use the small like bubble for degree. And in a full cycle, there are 360 degrees, okay? And we talked about some common angles. So for example, a 90-degree angle when you have two line segments or two rays that are perpendicular to one another, they're like straight to one another. This is a 90-degree angle. We talked about a 180-degree angle. So it makes a straight line, and it's made of two 90-degree angles. Okay, so this is a 180-degree angle, and if you go fully, like angles are very similar to the arms of clocks, right? So if you watch the clock, it goes in a full cycle, okay, clockwise. So this ray went clockwise. That is 360-degree angle. Okay, so we measure angles using a special ruler that is called the protractor. Okay, a protractor. And here we have an example of an angle, and we want to see the distance, the angle between those two rays. So you have to remember that when you are finding the distance or the angle, you have to set one of the rays as your zero. So I'm going to start this one to be my 0-degree angle. Then, just like a ruler, the protractor is just circular, but it has the same features as a regular ruler. We have some hash marks that uh, are equivalent to 1, and then the middle one here, that's 5. So I have 5. I can count by 5. I can also count by 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So this angle is 100 degrees. Okay, the distance between those two rays is 100 degree. This is an obtuse angle because it's over 90 degree. Okay, so this angle is 90 degree. Okay, let's do another one. So, oops, this one doesn't have an angle here. Okay. So here we have another one. We want to find the angle of, the measure of this angle. So we're going to start by setting one of these angles as 0. So I'm noticing that this ray, it hits the 50-degree angle. So I have 50. but this one is close to 100, but not yet 100. This is in the ones hash mark. So I'm gonna start with the 50. Okay, so I'm gonna make this my 0. So I write 0 degrees, and I'm gonna start counting by 10, and let's see how it's gonna go. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. Now, I don't have enough to make a 10. I don't have enough to make a 10. Let me focus my camera here. I don't have enough to make 10, but I can make 5. So I lost track, sorry. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. Then I have to count by ones. I have to count by ones here because I don't have another 5. So 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. So this angle measures 49 degrees. Okay, so like a ruler, the protractor is slightly different. It's very different. It's circular, and that's why we use protractors with angles, but it has the same feature as rulers. It has hash marks that go by 10 degrees. It has uh, here hash marks that go by 10 degrees. It has hash marks that go by 5, so this is 5 degree extra, and it has hash marks that go by 1 degree. Okay, so here is 5, that makes 5 degree, and here is 10 degrees. Okay, so this is how we measure angles. We use protractors. Angles are measured in degrees, and you have to when we're talking about angles, we're talking about the distance between two rays or two line segments. uh, Pick one side, one ray or one line segment, and set it to 0. Then start counting till you reach the second line or ray. I hope this video is helpful, and if you have questions, let me know on Google Classroom, in person, or on Clever. I'm here for you guys, and I'll see you in class.